Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks. I had somebody trying to make a mat board and putting a child, this is not the child's name. They asked me not to use it, which really doesn't matter. But they want to cut it out of a mat board and then have the picture in there. And I just made up a mat board. It doesn't really matter what size it is. So I made I'm going to select it all. I'm going to make a duplicate of that and put it over here. Now, or what I should have done, I should take, let me make sure there's just one of these. I'm going to convert this name to a curve. And then I'm going to left click, right click. And then I'm going to control D or make a duplicate. So this video is basically about front minus back and back minus front. You really never know what's on front, and this should be on front because I created it last. And I'm going to make it red, and it's going to be already a hairline. And normally I could nudge this box out of the way, the outer edge, so you don't want to deal with that. But if you will just select those two items and go back minus front, there's your cutout. And in this case, in this style of text, it really doesn't matter. But it does make it look better and I don't know I've done this with plywood for a mat board. So you'll just have to test it out on what color you're doing. So on this one, I'm going to make something other than a hairline. And I'm still working with millimeters with somebody. I keep forgetting to change that. Now I'm going to select both these. And because we did back minus front, this time we're going to do front minus back. And look what I got. I just have this, so I'm going to nudge it over. So if you did this on wood, well, that didn't really work. Let me see what's going on here. It should just cut out. I mean, I'm pretty sure I made them both a curve. Let's try breaking the curve apart and then selecting all this. Nope, that didn't work. So the old age way to do it that really makes a lot of sense, it's almost as easy. Take your virtual segment delete key and just delete through there. And make sure you get all the ones above the line. And then you just have it, the part that's below the line. And then if we take this and nudge it back over, in this particular font, it's not going to make any difference. If you look, this is all cut out. And then this would be engraved so you could read it more. Let's pick a different name. Kind of start over. I wasn't thinking of, let's take let's do it in non-caps. So we have a hanging G down there because that's going to make the difference. So we're going to go ahead and convert it to a curve. And you know what? I'm going to hit P and put it in the center of the page. And then that way I can hit P, put that in the center of the page. It's a little bit big, so I'm going to hold down the shift key to make it grow smaller. And then I messed it up, so I'm going to hit P again. And then while I'm moving it, I can hold down the control button. Now you've got to get all the letter down there. So I'm going to change my nudge factor real quick to just like 0.01. So that way I can just nudge this real little bit. Now I'm going to go ahead and left click, right click. And I'm going to set my nudge factor back on 10. Make a duplicate of that. Make this a hairline and make it red just so you'll know. Then grab both these items and go back minus front. Okay, see, this is what I'm talking about. That would be hard to read. But we're going to try front minus back on this one just to see. And we want it something thicker than a hairline. I don't know what you have to get to not laser in millimeters. But I'm not going to get the outside box. I'm just going to get the inner two parts. And I'm going to go here. And you know what? It didn't work again. So kind of scrap that idea. We only want everything above the line to be gone. We don't want anything above the line. And I just barely got those upper parts. But then when you move this over, now of course you're going to have to engrave it, raster it, or you could actually come back and vector engrave it, but make it really fast where it won't cut through the, if she's using mat board, I would engrave it and it'd just take off one layer of the mat board. And if you do it really lightly, it won't even put any damage to the mat board. But I've done this with plywood or other woods for people to use for mat board because it's 1/8 inch thick and it really looks good and it's quite strong. So then you put a picture in there and you got the child's name. Anyway, I hope that helped a little bit. Thank you for watching.